What's up guys, Sandicator here with Team EXT, and today I'm going to be doing a deck profile on the deck that I have been working on for set 6. So I am running Son Goku and Vegeta, the red Gogeta leader from set 6, Gogeta Fusion Perfected. I'm really enjoying this deck. We'll sort of go into what I like about it. So first, the leader. He has an activate main where you drop either a Son Goku BR or a Vegeta BR, and you draw 2 cards, and then you can choose to take up to 1 life. It awakens at 4 life. You untap 1 energy and you draw a card. On the awaken side, it's just attack, draw a card, and then activate main. Choose 1 red card in your hand, place it in the draw. Activate battle. Place 1 red card in your hand in the drop area. And if there are 2 Son Goku BR and 2 Vegeta BR, this card gains plus 5,000 in double strike, and your opponent can't activate counters that cost 2 or more for the duration of the turn. So it's pretty strong on Awakened as long as you have enough Goku and Vegeta BR to drop. You start netting a lot of cards, you get a lot of hand advantage early on, and then on the awakened side, you can hit him with a double strike, and it's pretty good. I like it. The biggest downside to the deck that I found is not having your Goku or Vegeta pieces. So if you have, like, your hand is full of everything except for Goku or Vegeta, and you're unawakened, it sort of becomes an issue because you're not netting cards anymore. So into the deck, we have Son Goku prepping for fusion and Vegeta prepping for fusion. These are really like the bread and butter of the deck. It's how you fill up your hand and how you find the rest of your pieces. So what they do is auto, when you play this card, look at the top 3 cards in your deck. And for Son Goku, you either choose a Veku BR or a Vegeta BR, and for Vegeta, you choose a Goku or a Veku. They're kind of also the most triggering cards in the deck, because if I have 2 in hand, it's always like, which one do I play? Because if you play a Vegeta and your top 3 cards only have a Vegeta in it, you're not netting anything. So they can kind of trigger you a bit, and you whiff more often than you would like, just strictly because it's off the top 3. Then we have Preemptive Strike, Super Saiyan God Vegeta. This card is an auto sparking 2. When you play it, look at the top 5 cards in your deck, choose up to 1 Son Goku BR or 1 Gogeta BR, add it to your hand, and if you did, choose 1 card from your hand, place it in the drop area. So this is the Gogeta Searcher. This is why I went with this card, because if I can't find the Gogeta piece I need, I can play it, and then I can have a much better chance at finding the Gogeta piece I need. It has an activate main. Once per turn, choose up to one of your battle cards, one of your opponent's battle cards, ignore barrier, and give it minus 5k. So I like it. That effect isn't as useful as I would like it to be, but the Gogeta search is really what I'm using it for. And the thing with these Goku BRs and the Vegeta BRs, they will bounce back to hand at end of turn. So you'll net a card, you can swing, and then it bounces back to hand. So that's really nice. So you can use them for your fusions later on. I'll skip over these 2 because I'll just focus on the Gogeta package and the Veku package first. Next we have Harmonic Energy SSB Son Goku. It's an auto, sparking 3. When you play this card, look it up to the top 7 cards in your deck. Choose a Vegeta BR and play it in rest mode. So you'll most likely be grabbing Preemptive. You can also be grabbing Vegeta as well. So it's a +2 if you grab the 1-drop prepping for fusion. If you don't whiff on the prepping for fusion. And then it's got an activate main once per turn. This card gets plus 10,000 power and can attack battle cards in active mode. And then at the end of the turn, it bounces to your hand. So this is strong. It's a good turn 3 play if you awaken. You just play it. You'll net a card, hopefully, finding the Vegeta, and then hopefully you'll net another card. And it's good because it can remove cards on the board, which is really what this deck wants to do. Next, we have Veku Contents Under Pressure. This is a Union Fusion for free. You choose 1 Son Goku BR and 1 Vegeta BR. You place in the drop area. And when you play the card, you can't play it for the rest of the turn. Its permanent is you can attack battle cards in active mode, so it's good removal. It's got synergy with the way that I've built the deck, so we'll go into that a bit as we progress on through the deck profile. And then it's got an activate main. Place this card in the drop area and then choose a Son Goku or Vegeta. One Son Goku and one Vegeta from your drop area and add it to your hand. Next is Veku the Fragile. Same Union Fusion cost, same auto that you can't play it for the. You can't play another one for the duration of the turn. And then its activate main is practically the same as Contents Under Pressure, but it gives a card minus 10k. So it's good for removal as well, and it's a free attack. Next is Veku the Triumphant Might. This card is very good for decks that untap, like Super Shenron. That's why there's a third one in the side. And like blue decks, things like that. It's got a Union Fusion of 1 red. You choose one Son Goku BR and one Vegeta BR, and you place it in the drop. Its auto is once per turn. When your opponent chooses one of their energy and switches it to active mode with a non-awakened skill, you choose one of their energy and you place it in the drop. Its activate main is you drop it just like the other ones, and you get a Goku and a Vegeta back to hand. Next up is the Gogeta stuff. So you got Gogeta Unparalleled Fusion Warrior. This card's pretty nuts. I like it. When it was announced, I was like, that's pretty mad because it can't be KO'd. And it gets to attack cards in active mode. So it has double strike. It is a Union Fusion for 4, and you draw 2 cards. So when you drop the Goku and the Vegeta, you're not losing anything. It can attack battle cards in active mode, and once per turn, when it attacks a battle card in active mode, it stands back to active. So it's good board clear for when you want to evolve into the super rare, which we'll go into next. I will swap to this view so we can get a better view at Fusion Onslaught. So this is nuts. I love this card. It's got EX Evolve for free. Choose 2 red cards from your hand, place them in the drop area. Evolve over a Gogeta BR with an energy cost of 6. It's got double strike. It can't be KO'd, and it can attack battle cards in active mode. This first auto is really what you want to be getting off. It's what the deck is designed around. You really want to get this burn. So when a card evolves into this card, if there are no battle cards in play in your opponent's battle area, choose up to 2 cards in your opponent's life, place them in their drop area, and you can't play this card for the duration of the turn. And then its auto, when this card attacks a battle card, switch it to active mode, so it's a board clear. That's really cool, because if your opponent goes wide and you don't have a way to remove it on turn 3, so you can't get the burn, you can still play it and you can remove their board and hopefully survive through the next turn. The next Gogeta is the game promo, the Super Dragon Ball Heroes game promo. This card is also pretty nuts. It's got triple strike, it's got dual attack, 35k, and if your leader card is Gogeta BR and your life is at 2 or less, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 4. So it's a 4 cost triple strike dual attack, and either your opponents are forced to play around it, leaving you at 3, which is fine because that's just an extra life, and you'll just go into the other 8 drop, or they put you down to 2, you drop this, and you try and go for game with a triple strike dual attack 35k. So it's really strong. Let me go back to visual view because I'm not the smartest human, so I like to look at pictures instead of reading words. Next up, we should super combos, just support attacks on Goten. I run these because I've got 2 of them stamped and 2 foils, so I'm just doing it for the foils. Bodyguard Legic is so good. It's strong in this deck. I run 3 because I will most likely be playing it more than once. Everyone knows what Legic does. It has good synergy in this deck because the Gokus and the Vegetas, they bounce to your hand at the end of the turn. So you just get to play at the beginning of every turn. You can use it as a blocker. You can use it to pressure the leader or pressure battle cards. That's in the first iteration of the build, it was having trouble with being able to apply pressure because all of your Gokus and Vegetas, they're all 10Ks. So once your opponent is awakened, you're starting to waste resources to deal damage to your opponent. And in the Kid Goku matchup, that's tough because they awaken at 6. So at 4, when leaders that awaken at 4, it's not so bad because you'll hopefully get the burn off SSB Gogeta. So yeah, just cheating out the Legic is really strong. Next we have an old boy, another old boy, Pride and Justice Topo. He was in the deck just for some turn 3 removal. Try and remove some of the board. He's a 2-cost 20k, which is once again sort of what we're going for. Just energy efficient, good power, good effects for low cost. And then Surprise Attack Frieza. This card is sick. With Veku Contents under pressure, you can play him. You can attack a battle card in active mode, like again, if you're playing against Lord Slug, you can stack Wings. They're most likely not going to defend it. You can reduce something's power and then attack that battle card in active mode, and then when it goes, you get to play the Surprise Attack Frieza, and then you get to swing face with crit. So it applies a lot of pressure. It's another card you can cheat out. So it's what the deck needed to sort of give it a bit more oomph. Next is Bardock Fully Unleashed. This card came in sort of last minute. I was originally running Light's Guide so I can have synergy with give my leader 5k once it has double strike and go in for game with that. But it's at the end of the day, it's a free 25k. It has meta relevance. So yeah, that's why I decided to go with Bardock Fully Unleashed over Supreme Kai of Timeline's Guide. Next is 4 of the best negate in the game, I think. Is that all you've got? So you negate the attack, you choose 1 red card in your hand, and you place it in the drop area, and you get to choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards and give them minus 15k. So it's a 1-cost stop 3 attacks, possible board removal. It's really, really strong, and if your opponent doesn't sequence properly, you can really punish them with it. So I'm die hard. Is that all you got? I get asked if I would run After Image. No, I'll just play it properly and leave the energy open. Next is 2 Planet M2s. I run 2 because I do want to see it more than like Pan, who runs it once. And it can be dumped with Is That All You Got? It can get dumped with the super rare Gogeta. It can get dumped with the leader effect. So, or it's just an easy charge, because sometimes I find charging this deck to be difficult. So if I have a second Planet M2 in hand, it's getting charged. And then it also allows you to remove weenies from the board, and then it also allows you to pressure with your 10Ks and not have to waste resources, and so your opponent has to lose 1 card as well. Onto the sideboard. At the moment, the side is a bit iffy. I'm not 100% sure if I'm 100% on it. So you've got 2 Hidden Power E-Supreme Kais. This was decided for matchups like Broly, where they're at low life, and if I can survive their kill turn, I can slap back at 3 energy and try and kill them then. Another Veku Triumphant Might, Super Shenron. The more of those I have in the deck, the better. It slows them down considerably. 2 minus Killy Zone. This is for things like Preemptive Strike, Cold Bloodlust, obviously. Because if your Veku gets Preemptive Striked, you're losing 3 cards. Like you're not losing 1 off the Veku and then getting the cards back. You're losing 3 cards, and that hurts. So you want to run minus Killy in the side. Next is Dark Power Black Mass Saiyan. It sort of feels right, punishing Super Shenron a bit more. Maybe Broly BR if you can get it down on turn 1, and then they try and swap they go into the 4-drop. Playing it off the auto, the 1-drop, they'll have to drop 2 cards. It probably has more applications than I can think of at the moment, but it definitely feels like it has a place in the side. Next is 2 Heavenly Wizard Demigra, mainly for the Broly match. Possibly a baby player, they decide they want to do that. Maybe AOD. Yeah, AOD if they go in for kill turn 3. But yeah, that you couple it with like Bardock Fully Unleashed, so I guess you attack the 4-drop with Veku contents under pressure. This is if things don't go right, really. And right for the Broly player. So I guess you would try and remove the 4-drop, and then Bardock Fully Unleashed to remove the 6, and then combo Heavenly Wizard Demigo to move the 8, to remove the 8 on their turn. It's just dealing with the Broly chain during their turn. I think is more if it is better for you. So that's just how I play it. It could be wrong, but at the moment I'm pretty pleased with it being in there. Next is 3 Heru. Broly, yellow. Like, this is another card that the deck needs to cheat out 15k crits. So it's just applying more energy efficiently. And then finally, applying more pressure efficiently. Sorry, it's really late, and I probably shouldn't be filming at this time. And then finally, 2 Mass Saiyan, the Mysterious Warrior. It's a 1 cost, 20k double strike, so once again, going for mana efficient pressure. And then when you play this card with Overwhelm, it warps up to 5 energy worth of cards from the battle area. So it's good for Super Shenron. It's good for Kid Goku. Kid Goku is really the hardest matchup, I think, because is that all you've got isn't enough to remove cards on their field. The 20Ks and the 30Ks are really difficult to deal with. So Mass Saiyan is in there for that Kid Goku matchup, because I think it's definitely better for Kid Goku and Super Shenron as well. You just swap out the Bardock, which really doesn't have much use in those matchups besides being a free 25k, and you put that in. Overall, I'm really happy with the deck. It's playing really well. It's not S tier, but I think it could be a top cut deck. I think it is a deck you can take to locals and you can win with it. It's a lot of fun to play as well. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I think I'm gonna stay on it. Like, I'm so happy with it. So I hope you guys test it out. I hope you guys like it. If you do, let me know what you think. Let me know what you would change. And for now, that is me done.